Welcome to Iyagba's Epic Tales. The title of today's story is The Hired Wife, Part 2. In Part 1, we saw a prince, Prince Ikechukwu, who was arrogant and as a result was about to lose the throne and his inheritance, except he marries a lady from his village. But the maidens in his village had rejected him because of his arrogance, and in a bid to secure the throne, he had hired a wife, a young woman named Chioma. However, this Chioma was not following the plan and was making things difficult for Prince Ikechukwu. If you missed the first part, tap the pop-up at the end of this video on your screen or click on the link in the description box to watch. Now, let's continue the story. It will be 1 year soon, and Chioma was still adamant. Prince Ikechukwu became desperate. He could not hire another wife if he wanted to, and neither could he eliminate Chioma because people would raise questions as to her disappearance, and it would make things worse for him. So, he decided to put more efforts and do what Chioma required of him. But while he was at it, Prince Ikechukwu noticed that people began to like him and respect him more. They weren't running and greeting him in a hurry and in fear like they used to. He also noticed that many people started referring to him as king already. And the girls who had refused marrying him started saying that they regretted that they had refused to marry him because they didn't believe that he would change and become a good person. Even his mother, the queen, was now always happy to be around him. Prince Ikechukwu was happy with how things had become. He regretted that he had acted badly in the past. He had thought that being ruthless and reckless would make him command respect and influence. And so, he began to change genuinely. Chioma, on sensing that he had changed, allowed him touch her eventually. Prince Ikechukwu was happy, but not because of his inheritance, but that Chioma had helped him become a better person. And then, he started to grow to love her also. He was no longer bothered about the inheritance because the 1 year ultimatum would elapse in a month's time, and he didn't have a child. The next month, Chioma became pregnant. To his surprise, the Council of Kings and the government told him that the inheritance and the throne was still his, as he was able to get married from his village and is expecting a child within the year period. Prince Ikechukwu was happy. However, he felt guilty that he had lied to everybody about Chioma. She was not from his village. He had hired her to be his wife so he could have the throne and inheritance. He knew that telling everybody would mean losing everything again and the trust of his people. But the past few months had taught him the advantage of walking in the right path, and he would not want to jeopardize that. He decided to tell everyone the truth and leave for the city where he would be happy with his wife and their child. He gathered the chiefs and elders in council and his mother, the queen, to confess to lying to them. After he finished speaking, an elderly man and woman walked into the palace. They hugged Chioma, and the elderly man went ahead to have a handshake with the Onowu, while the woman went to hug the queen. Prince Ikechukwu was confused and wondered who they were. Chioma, on sensing his confusion, smiled and decided to answer his unspoken question. Chioma told Prince Ikechukwu that the elderly man and woman who had walked in were her parents and that the Onowu was her uncle. She told him that she was indeed truly from the village. She went on to explain how, since she got back from London, her parents and her uncle the Onowu complains of how arrogant and reckless the crown prince of their village was, and how no maiden from the village wants to marry him. She said she had studied criminal acts in school and knows that people like that would go an extra length to get what they want, either good or bad. And so, fate brought him her way and proved her right when he came to her and asked to pay her to pretend to be his wife. She said she accepted the offer in order to teach him a lesson and to stop him from searching for more ladies he would have used for his evil plan if she had rejected him. She told him that her parents, the queen, and the Onowu knew about the whole plan, which they all nodded to. Prince Ikechukwu was shocked at the revelation, but he was grateful that it was for the better. He thanked Chioma for helping him change and saving him from making a lifetime mistake. Prince Ikechukwu and Chioma were crowned king and queen respectively, and few months later, Queen Chioma gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story. Did you learn anything from this story? I would like to know. Please share in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video. Bye.